Lakers Nation, what is going on? So it's Miss 81 here back with a new video on my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my real name is Trevor Fields. Welcome to my channel once again. And I do post Lakers content, so if you enjoy my videos, you guys already know what to do. Make sure you guys help your brother out by liking the video so my channel can grow, reach it to a bigger audience, really help the algorithm a lot. Also, make sure you guys comment, share so people can see this video. And also subscribe. We're on the road to 4K subs. Just want to say thank you once again for 3K subs, and also turn on the notification bell so you guys stay updated or notified whenever drop future Lakers content. 365 days, so everything you need to know about your boy will be down in the description, or I might even pin it in the comment section or put it in my YouTube community tab. But today I do want to talk about one specific player only, and that is a 3-and-D wing by the name of PJ Washington, who currently plays from the Dallas Mavericks. And he did get a recent report coming from Evan Siddery on his Twitter page, so that's why I thought this would be a very interesting topic to talk about. And I want to hear your opinions in the comment section. Should the Lakers look to trade for PJ Washington? And he's exactly what we need. You're talking about athletic, wing. He's versatile. He could score. He could defend. He's a two-way player. He's a solid rebounder and a solid, shooter. But a lot of times, the Dallas Mavericks were just using him as their defense anchor. And I know the Lakers do have a guy that does play the same position as him, and that is Rui Hachimura. But the only difference is that Rui Hachimura is not 6'6" like PJ Washington, even though he can both play the power forward and center position, small ball 5, but they both weigh 230 pounds. But Rui Hachimura is just not a good defender. He's a cone, and he can't really guard those twitcher, athletic wings. So he just is a defensive liability, not a great, rebounder, but he can shoot over the top. He has a mid-range game, and he could shoot a 3. But like I said, PJ Washington just does everything better than Rui Hachimura. So that's just my personal opinion. Maybe if you're the GM of the Los Angeles Lakers and Rob Pelinka, you look to pick up the call with Nico Harrison, the Dallas Mavericks GM, and engage in trade talks. I know Dallas Mavericks fans won't like it because you already traded your franchise superstar player Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. So I couldn't imagine if you get a player like PJ Washington and then you go get a Daniel Gafford. But I do want to get into this report coming out from Evan Siddery, and it says with the incoming arrival of Cooper Flag, teams are now expecting the Dallas Mavericks to make PJ Washington now available in the trade market for rotational upgrade this summer. Now, when they mean rotational upgrade, doesn't necessarily mean his position, because let's be honest, they already have a logjam of players in their front court. You're going to draft, Cooper Flag. He's expected to go number 1. He's 18 years of age, so he's going to be that foundation piece. He's going to need that development, that time, and he's probably going to be the starter. Like, what are you going to have, PJ Washington do? Start or come off the bench? Obviously, he's proven he's a veteran, but that's why you drafted your franchise player in Cooper Flag, right? So that's why I think a player like PJ Washington could be the odd man out. But he's going to become extension eligible in August. I'm pretty sure it's the second, correct me if I'm wrong. But he should bring a potentially strong market from contenders. So that's why I did bring up the Los Angeles Lakers. But he's going to have a market, right? Like I said, he was a defensive anchor from the Dallas Mavericks. And when they did trade for PJ Washington from the Charlotte Hornets and also got Daniel Gafford from the Washington Wizards, nobody was expecting them to be this huge, piece or this upgrade, right? They're just small, marginal moves, and that's what you do to improve your team or have the best chance or shot at least competing for an NBA championship. They did make it to the NBA Finals. Nobody was really expecting it that year. A lot of people had the Boston Celtics and the Denver Nuggets going, but I digress. That didn't happen, and they lost to the Celtics in the NBA Finals. You saw the emergence of Derrick Jones Jr. He was on their team. He was athletic. He actually improved as a three-point shooter. He's also athletic. He can dunk, catch alley-oops, but he's a pretty, solid defender, I would say. Good wing defender, but he's not on their team. And he did sign with the Los Angeles Clippers in free agency, but I do digress. Now, we did sign Najee Marshall. I'm pretty much sure this back, off season last year in the off season, but not this coming off season, right? But he did improve, and the Dallas Mavericks just were not good enough to make it to the playoffs. They were dealing with injuries with Derek Lively. I was about to say Derrick Jones Jr., but I meant to say Derek Lively. Daniel Gafford was injured. We just traded for Anthony Davis, part of the Luka Doncic trade. He can't stay healthy for his life, right? So you're hoping he could be healthy much more next season. You already got the chemistry with him. and you're going to have a full, offseason to get back into game shape, right? Kyrie Irving's going to be out until late January, February. So there's a possibility that he doesn't come back, but there's a chance that he does come back. So the Dallas Mavericks, they're looking to, get a point guard. Obviously, there are some interests, so you should watch out for names like Lonzo Ball, but he can't stay healthy. And I think it's unlikely because the Chicago Bulls just extended him. But Jrue Holiday maybe do a salary dump. I'm not sure what his trade value is, but he could be a nice bench piece for the team. Solid three-point shooter, and still one of the best, defensive guards in the league. And then you got Chris Paul, which they call him the point guard. He's not the same player. He's old. It's 39, 40 years of age. But the San Antonio Spurs are most likely not going to bring him back. They're going to draft Harper, but he should go number 2. And you just got an athletic backcourt on their team, right? So the Spurs are going to be dangerous this upcoming season. I'm sorry if I'm off topic, but I just had to bring it up because, Chris Paul and stuff like that. But if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, at least you do your due diligence. Maybe you look to package some expiring contracts because teams do value that. I'm pretty sure the Lakers have the most expiring contracts in the league right now. We have $60 to $70 million in expiring contract. Maybe do package, maybe Austin Reeves or Rui Hachimura because, the Dallas Mavericks are looking for a point guard. Austin Reeves can provide the scoring, the playmaking. Even though he's listed as a small forward, he can play both guard and shooting guard positions. But P.J. Washington, he's exactly what the Los Angeles Lakers need. And you already got the chemistry with him, Luka. So can you imagine adding him and also pairing a center that's physical in Daniel Gafford, at least very good shot blocker, and also a rim protector, right? A lob threat, which the Lakers are looking for, right? But now I'm looking at P.J. Washington. He's making around $15.5 million. In the 2026-27 season, he'll become unrestricted free agent, and then his money does go down to at least $14.1 million in 2025-26. So he is going to be a free agent. He's on his final year of his deal. Derek Lively, he's 21 years of age, but he's not extension eligible this year. He'll be 22, I believe, in the following season. 26, I'm pretty sure he does have a club option, but he'll become a restricted free agent, my apology, in the 2027 NBA season. Daniel Gafford, he's on his final year of his deal. He's making around $13.3 million, so that is pretty cheap, pretty valuable, and the Lakers can literally get him pretty much, put Gabe Vincent. I think that would get the, deal done. Maybe you add another player, but who knows? But that's the route I would take from the Los Angeles Lakers. Daniel Gafford, like I said, very cheap. You got Anthony Davis, who's on a max contract. So Lakers fans, NBA Fan Journal, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about P.J. Washington? I think he's exactly what the Lakers need. Athletic, and he could be your player in the front court. Like I said, the Dallas Mavericks already have a logjam of players in the front court. You got Dwight Powell, but just doesn't really get too much playing time. Also, you probably run at least 7 to 9 guys on your rotation. You got Jaden Hardy. You also got Najee Marshall, right? But you're going to draft Cooper Flag. He's expected to go number 1, and he's primarily known as a small forward, even though he could play the power forward position, listed at 6'9". He can even play the guard position, so he's versatile. So let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about today's video? Make sure you guys like, also subscribe. We're on the road to 4K subs once again, and follow my socials. And I gotta say one last thing, nobody was expecting the Dallas Mavericks to make Daniel Gafford or P.J. Washington these high players, but they're blue chip players, right? And that was just a marginal move. So the Los Angeles Lakers need that. They need that wing defender, the athletic 3-and-D, versatile wing in the front court, and that center that you want to pair alongside, Luka Doncic. But make sure you guys follow my socials, everything you need to know about your boy, Mr. 81, and I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.